Kate DiCamillo, Eugenia Lincoln, and the Unexpected Package, Chapter 2. Eugenia Lincoln cut through the tape. She dug through the packing material. "What in the world could it be?" said Baby. She clapped her hands. "Oh, it is so exciting and also very unexpected." "It's terribly exciting," said Mrs. Watson. "I'm hoping that it is a fruit basket. Maybe it will contain oranges and bananas and perhaps a gigantic pineapple or two. Mercy loves a fruit basket." If you remember, Mercy is Mrs. Watson's pet pig. It was not a fruit basket. It was an accordion. Baby and Eugenia and Mrs. Watson and Frank and the pig and General Washington all stood together and stared down at the open box. "It's an accordion," said Frank. "Obviously," said Eugenia. "I was hoping for a fruit basket," said Mrs. Watson. "Yes," said Eugenia. "You said so several times." "Well, an accordion is a wonderful thing. It's almost as wonderful as a fruit basket," said Mrs. Watson. "Mercy just adores a fruit basket." "Who cares what that pig adore?" said Eugenia. She stood with her hands on her hips and considered the accordion. She couldn't think of anything more frivolous, more Giga-esque, more whoop-de-whoopish than an accordion, except perhaps a fruit basket adoring pig. "I guess I'll head on home now," said Mrs. Watson. "Good," said Eugenia. "Take that pig with you." Mrs. Watson left. The pig, however, stayed behind. Eugenia closed her eyes. She didn't have time to deal with a pig. Little men with feathers in their caps were dancing through her head, playing accordions and shouting, "Oompa, oompa." Eugenia Lincoln did not believe in shouting oompa, nor did she believe in putting a feather in one's cap. She opened her eyes. "Franklin," she said, "tell me again the name of the company imprinted on the box." "Bizentrap Schmacher," said Frank. "Located where?" said Eugenia. "New York City," said Frank. "Right," said Eugenia. "I will have this straightened out in no time." "But sister," said Baby, "it seems like such a nice accordion. Maybe someone wants you to have it? Maybe there's a reason you received it?" "Nonsense," said Eugenia. "There is absolutely no reason for me to receive an accordion." Eugenia marched to the phone. She dialed information. "I need the number for the Bizentrap Schmucker Company in New York City," said Eugenia. "Connect me immediately." A very long way away, a phone rang. "Bizentrap Schmucker Company," said an annoyingly sweet voice. "This is Gladys Schmucker speaking. How may I help you?" "Yes," said Eugenia. "I have inadvertently been sent an accordion, and I would like to return it forthwith." "Oh my," said Gladys in her too sweet voice. "I'm afraid that can't be done." "Of course it can be done," said Eugenia. "Of all things can be done if one just applies oneself." "All of our accordions are non-returnable, you see," said Gladys. "I don't see," said Eugenia. "I don't see at all. You can't stop me from returning it. I am sending it back to you right this very moment." "Well," said Gladys, "you can send it back, but we will just return it to you. We are duty bound to do so. Accordions belong with their people." "I am not," said Eugenia, "this accordion's people, or person, or what have you." "Accordions can enrich your life in unexpected ways," said Gladys. "They are the doorways to one's soul." "Doorways to one's soul," sputtered Eugenia. She slammed down the phone. She had never been so frustrated in her life. Actually, this was not true. Eugenia spent a large portion of her life being frustrated. It was hard not to be frustrated. The world was just so frustrating. It refused to bend. It refused to be reasonable, sensible. For instance, life presented you with accordions when the last thing you wanted was an accordion. "Are you okay, Miss Lincoln?" said Frank. "Your face is very red." "I am perfectly fine," said Eugenia. This was a lie, of course, but under the circumstances, it seemed entirely appropriate to fib.